Hey, listen, good morning. I'm looking like hell. I didn't comb my hair. Something just hit me though. I wanted to tell this story. I'm retired now. I was a nurse, worked at Daniel Freeman for many years in the rehab department. Spinal cord injuries, head trauma, strokes, lupus. Mostly I worked in spinal cord injuries. People that are paralyzed, quadriplegics, paralyzed from the neck down, paraplegics, either from the waist up or the waist down. Um, and I told you before in social media, I was fortunate enough to work for a lot of celebrities. Richard Pryor, Mayor Tom Bradley, Gary Busey, Burt Lancaster, um, Bob McCormick, the guy that owns McCormick Mortuaries and McCormick Ambulance. He probably was richer than all those movie stars I named. If he wasn't richer, he had more juice. He Very few men have the juice Mr. McCormick had. I called him Big Bob. But I want to tell you, one day I was going to his house and I was training a nurse. You know, I go by and do the physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, um, give the meds, and I needed somebody to babysit, though, to stay with my patient. I was training a new nurse. I'm going to try to make this fast. You make your own conclusions. I just want to show you how things are uneven, unequal. Um, I got a Ranchero, a Ford Ranchero truck. It was cherried out, classic, 464 engine, something like that. It was tremendous. Anyway, uh, I'm coming from a patient's house in Culver City. I was the personal nurse for George Hunt, who was the superintendent of the Los Angeles Probation Department. Uh, I'm coming back, and the nurse is in the truck with me. We're leaving, so we stop at the red light at I don't know. I'm not trying to give commercials and shit and all that bullshit. Some fucking pizza place, Pizza Hut, Domino. One pizza. It's like almost to Toys R Us. It's almost Sepulveda. It's past the Fox Hill Mall. It's on Sepulveda going north. Before you get to the ice hockey, the place where kids go and learn how to ice skate. But anyway, we're coming from the red light at the pizza place, and two cops on the side of the pizza joint. I'm on Sepulveda heading south. And uh, the light changes. I take off, and they get behind me. Maybe they like the Ranchero. I got big tires on the back, smaller tires on the front. It's white, but it's cherried out. It looks nice. Guys like cars. I'm giving them an excuse. I don't know why else they stop me. I have on my white scrub suit and my nurse's jacket, my medical jacket, looking real professional. The nurse I'm training, she has on her scrub suit. So the police get behind me and they follow me all the way to Dinah's Soul Food. Dinah Soul Food. What kind of shit is that? It's on Sepulveda and Centinela. I make a left turn there. the bridge is right over there somewhere. I make a left turn going east on Centinela. And they turn, but they're behind me, and I'm looking through my rearview mirror. They're typing shit on their computer, whatever they're doing. Um, I got celebrity page. I'm making money, so I have insurance, uh, current license, registration. Everything's perfect. I turn. I go a block or two under the freeway, and there's a car dealership on the right. Fox Hills Mall, Bristol Avenue is to the left. They stop me. It's a young white kid, looks like Clu Gallagher, and a little short Asian dude, Japanese or something, 4 feet tall. And the other guy, the blonde haired white guy, he's in love with himself. You can tell that just by looking at him. They get out of the car and they stop me. And I don't even remember what they're asking me. But I tell the guy, well, what are you doing, man? What did you stop me for? And he says to me, what are you, a jailhouse lawyer? And he looks in the back of my truck, and there's a license plate for one of my cars. I changed the license plate. I bought a van from a guy. His name is Noah. He's a mechanic right next to Pep Boys on Tamarack and La Brea. And there was some problem. His wife had the van, and she had a bunch of tickets or some crap. But I bought it legally. I went to the DMV, and the clerk advised me to change the license plates. So I did, and I don't know. I had them in the back of the Ranchero. I already changed the plates on the van. So he said, what are you doing? GTAs and shit? I'm like, wow, what are you talking about, man? What GTAs? So he had already checked my jacket, my record. Not that I have GTAs, but I had a criminal history. I had been to jail before. So he just, I don't know what he was talking about. So I told him, I said, man, I see I'm not going to get anywhere with you. You want to take me to jail? I got this nurse with me. I don't know what responsibility she has, but she's got to get home. She lives way in Watts. But you're going to take me to jail? Take me to jail so I can get my dime. Let me call my lawyer, bondsman, whomever. I could call my patient, one of my patients, Bob McCormick or George Hunt. And they both have badges in their back pocket. You know, I'll be out in a second. Just take me to jail, man. I don't want to talk. So the dude says, well, why are you getting so smart? I said, smart? What are you talking about, man? Take me to jail so I can hurry up and start this. I'm going to do a writ, a 1538.5, which is saying that you have no probable cause to stop me anyway. Now I'm going to do a writ for a 995 because your little short friend is searching my car and he's tearing up my truck. He's throwing shit all on the ground everywhere. What the hell is that for? So he says, oh, you're a jailhouse lawyer. They make the girl, the nurse, sit on the curb in her new uniform. The Japanese guy comes up to the blonde-haired guy and he says, oh, look what I found. And he's got a little small piece of white substance. And he says, you know what that is? And I'm pissed at this time. I tell him, I don't give a fuck what it is. Whatever it is. It could be C4, dynamite. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, that piece that you have, I hope you got more of it because it's too small to analyze. If you analyze it, there won't be anything left for evidence. So I don't care what you're doing, man. Just take me to jail and get done with it. They put me in the car. They take me to a jail on Barrack Avenue or somewhere in Culver City. But on the way to jail, they stop at a library, and the blonde-haired guy is telling the Asian cop that he met some bitches online at the library because he didn't want to use his computer. And they dance at some exotic place, and he already fucked one of them. He's gonna fuck the other one, and a lot of shit. So he stops at the library while I'm in the car. So he goes in there and makes his little chat thing. He comes out, and him and the Japanese guy take me to the jail. And I called the lawyer, bondsman, and they get me out. I don't get, that's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't get out of jail until 8:30 at night. I get out, and I went to court 12 times on that case. A stupid, unnecessary, ridiculous case. The guy booked me for having an illegal controlled substance. He said it was crack. This big. I don't do crack. I was a druggie in the early 80s. I didn't do crack then. So I'm going to court. My nursing license is in danger. My job. I just told you who I work for. Mayor Bradley, Richard Pryor, Bob McCormick, Gary Busey, Burt Lancaster. I'm working at Daniel Freeman Hospital in rehab. He's putting me in danger. I've already got my second chance. Been to court, got a 1204.3, which is a letter of dismissal and rehabilitation for my past criminal history. I got that already. Took me 4 years to get that. And this fool is taking me to jail on some bullshit. He knows it's bullshit. He knows it won't work. But I still got to go to court 10 times. I miss all that money at work. And people are thinking twice about hiring me at this point. So I go to court and they throw it out. But I go to court 12 times in Santa Monica. Warren G., the singer guy, he was in court one time when I went. And I saw that other guy, the news guy. This is Warren Wilson reporting live, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. That guy's about 7 foot tall. I saw him in the elevator. And I spoke to him too. He didn't speak to me. He's a shitty little bastard. Let me say that now. Sue me for it, Warren Wilson. You're a shitty bastard. But anyway, the case was thrown out of court. Look at all the damage it did to me and my family because some cops were being unfair and shitty. And when I got to my lawyer, I told him what he did with the library, stopping at the library, contacting exotic dancers on the chat line and making a date and some other information I don't remember now, but I remembered it then and I wrote it down and gave it all to my lawyer, who was a nice little female public defender from the hippie days. She's a baby boomer like I am. And she believed me. That's what it takes. Your lawyer's got to believe you. She believed me, and she fought the case. But it almost didn't go properly. I was tapping her in court saying, How do we get past preliminary hearing? Why are we going to court? If they analyze the evidence that guy showed me, there's no evidence on the table. What? Go and look on the table and see what that is. That's not whatever they. It. But anyway, the way I got out of that, she said somebody owes me. I got an ace in the hole upstairs with Judge somebody, and that's how we did it. We went upstairs to her friend who's a judge, and she sidebarred or whatever and talked to him, and they dismissed the case and let me out. Remember, 1538.5, there's no reason for them to stop me in the first place. 995, there's no reason for them to search my car and tear it up. And thirdly, more importantly, they didn't find any drugs in my car because I don't have drugs. I've already been there. I could admit it at this point in my career. It was all a fake. But all the trouble, all the hassle he put me and my family through with a dumbass case like that. I had been a druggie and been to jail like 30 years before. And you bring up some shit like this. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Yeah, think about how fair it is, how equal it is. When you hear people crying about the cops stopping black folks and it's not the same thing, just think about that. Think about them stopping me like that. Think about that white lady, 67 years old, 69. They stopped her doing 95 miles an hour on the 5 freeway, I think. And the highway patrol asked her for a license and gave her a ticket. She drove until the car ran out of gas, her new Lincoln Continental. And she went to a gas station, went in the bathroom, and stayed in there a couple hours. The gas station attendant didn't see her and was looking for her. He went in the bathroom, kicked the door open, and she was laying on the ground crying in the bathroom. So he called the police. When the police got there, they opened her car, opened the trunk, which the highway patrol never did when they gave her the citation. Opened the trunk, and her husband's dead body was in the trunk. How about that? She was doing 95 on a 55-mile road. But all they did was ask her for a license and let her go. But she had her dead body, the dead body of her husband in the trunk. But it's fair and equal. Yeah, okay.